What's up, everybody? Sorry about the delay.
Hello, hello, hello.
Are you celebrating Trudeau stepping down?
I am.
Fair enough. I'm sure a lot of people are. So sorry about the late start. We were getting the page, the show notes page, all set up and getting everything on. There's actually quite a bit of new stuff and a lot of stuff that I think people are going to be excited about. One of those things, I'm just going to come out of the gate with this because this is pretty cool. So I saw this video on the Facebook group,
I'm here at
the K-Series Facebook group, and this is a guy at the Creality booth down in CES, and they have a K1C, I believe it is, set up with the CFS that comes with the K2. Yeah, it's K1C. So you can see it just poops down into the bottom of the printer. So, and as we were pulling up the links for this, because I had this video, I sent this to Tor earlier. We actually pulled up the Facebook group again where I got this original video from, and lo and behold, it's actually on some of Creality's reseller websites. It's on their official website, but the kit is real. And you can see there's like a different cover, and there's a cutter that gets installed on the back there, which is interesting. So apparently the upgrade is going to be working with, and this is just information that I've had, it could be wrong, it could be compatible with the Ender 3 V3, which is the Clipper one, the Core XZ, the K1, the K1C, and the K1 Max. So we got 4 printers, and it looks like it's going to be facilitated with this little upgrade kit here, where we've got a USB to the 6-pin that goes to the CFS. So that's how it's going to communicate with the rest of the system. And there's like a flash drive and then a wiper. It looks like there's some little wiper attachments here, a bunch of screws, a new back cover, and then I'm assuming those are probably something to do with like the cutter assembly. And then a power adapter. So this little power adapter here makes sense because on the back of the CFS we have for our K2, it has a little barrel jack. Come on. He's like sitting here like, can I come up? Can I come up? Just jump up. You always do. So yeah, and US price I'm seeing, so this is like 49 funny monies. It's probably around 70 to 75 bucks is what I was seeing, which I think is reasonable for a turnkey solution to get multicolor on your K series. So I thought that was pretty cool. Definitely worth mentioning. I know there's gonna be
plus the 300 for the actual CFS. But
yeah. So well, I mean, and that's what these go for. There's a lot of tech in those units.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's it's going to be about 375 bucks to take your K1 series or your Ender 3 V3. I do not think the KE or the SE will be supported. I think it's only on the V3. But that's not bad because most of that cost is going to be the CFS, which is cool because then if you have multiple printers that are equipped to run the CFS, you could move them around. If you got a job that needs like 8 colors, you could take the CFS off one machine that you're not using the multicolor on and stack it onto the other one, and vice versa. So, yeah, pretty cool. Felt that was definitely worth mentioning. The other thing is also from Creality. We're going to just kind of fire through the Creality stuff right now. Is the Creality HI. Horrible name, but hey, at least it's not yet another Ender 3. So can I really
wish they
complain
would
about
have
it?
done like the Creality C1 instead of the A1 because it is an A1 clone.
Yeah. So here it is. We're gonna play the little promo video. I'm gonna pull this volume down because it's probably copyright music, and I don't want to get struck. So yeah, it's another bed. So it's weird. Like, okay, the Ender 3 V3 is basically this machine, but instead of just further developing the Ender 3 V3, they're now coming out with yet another model, which is interesting. So don't really get why they are releasing another printer that's basically the same. It just looks a little different, but Creality does this kind of stuff all the time. But it's worth mentioning. This is the thing. So you can do up to 16 colors on it. So you'd have 4 CFSs. That's like what, $1,200 just in the multi-material systems. So yeah. Right. Plus all the waste. I'm still not like, I think the multicolor is cool. But the amount of waste generated by it is just, it's nuts on whether it's Creality, whether it's Bamboo or any cubic. It generates a lot of waste. So it's cool when you have the use case for it, but it does waste a lot of filament. So that's the only downside. Yeah. But again, like why do you guys think Creality didn't just keep pushing the Ender 3 V3? Why is there a whole nother model out? Is this bigger than the Ender 3 V3? Is that it?
It looks like it's the same 225, 225, or 220.
Let me see. I'm gonna switch over here. So I have the actual. This is the actual product page here on the Creality store. So it's gonna be $469 with the CFS. It looks like. Is that it? Yeah, $469.
It's another printer they can sell.
So they're basically bundling the CFS for $170 with this printer because they're $300 for just the printer, or $469 for it with the CFS. That's weird pricing. All right, what is the build volume on here? Oh, it's got a privacy cap. That's clear. Oh, China. Where is the okay, so it's 260 by 260 by 300 is the print volume.
Oh, that's a bit better.
Yeah, so that's bigger than that's bigger than Bamboo's in all directions.
4 millimeters.
Yeah, it's still bigger, okay? It's still bigger, okay? 4 millimeters can make a big difference, Tor. Yeah, it's weird that they didn't just. I mean, I guess the Ender 3 is this the last that we're going to see of the Ender 3? Are they finally retiring that name? I think High is a stupid name. Like, why the hell is it called High? Like, does it come with like some marijuanas? Like, why is it called High? Or was their whole team just high when they were designing it? I don't understand why it's called the High. Like, I think
such an old man.
I think that's such a stupid name. The Creality High.
Does it come with the wacky tobacco?
Yeah, the wacky tobacco.
The devil's lettuce.
I know, right? It's so weird. It's like, it reminds me of I don't think they'll have a problem with customs, but like Artillery had a problem getting their printers through customs because of the name. They kept getting flagged, so their shipments kept getting flagged and held up because it said Artillery on it. And customs was giving them a hard time for it. So I always thought that was amusing. But yeah, I mean, it looks the same as the K2 screen, just a little bit smaller of a screen, it looks like. And
they did clone like the full rotation of it where it can go pretty much any direction you want. But yeah. They took a big page out of Bamboo Book.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like it's probably going to be a good printer. I mean, it looks fairly well built. It's got linear rails on the X. It's got dual Z motors, which is nice. 300 isn't terrible for that. It's just weird to me that you could buy the combo with the CFS and then sell the CFS for like $300 and then basically get the printer for $170. Do you know what I mean? Like you guys know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
the pricing is weird. I was expecting the printer to be like 200 and then the 469 with the CFS, but they're selling just the printer for 300. So if you don't buy the CFS, you just have to spend another, if you don't get the combo, you're going to have to spend another $300, which will bring the price up to $600 if you get like the printer itself and then do the CFS later. Like, it doesn't make that much sense pricing wise, considering the CFS, this is the same CFS that comes on the K2. And the one you can buy separately, like, where is here? Let me see. New arrivals. How much is just the CFS? It's 300, right? Yeah, $299. It's $300. So it's weird. Weird pricing on that. Yeah. So that's it. I keep seeing these stands. Do they sell these stands for the CFS separately?
They might be a printable mod. I've seen a few.
No, that looks like metal. That would not, you would not want to put that as printed. Do they have like, just search CFS?
I've seen a few for the standard like Bamboo AMS where it's like a big printable mod you put together.
Yeah, I guess. It's just they have it in their product photos. Like, it's in their product photos and it looks like a metal stand. Yeah, that's definitely metal. Look at the side. This is definitely metal. That is not printed. That's too thin. You can see the weld marks on it. I wonder if they sell that separately. And if so, like, where is it? They have pictures of it. Where's the stand?
Yeah, where link?
Yeah, where's
people are going to want it.
Let's see, new arrivals. They got a film and storage box. It's interesting.
Oh, they're
plates.
Have you messed with your Creality film dryer?
I have not. I have the poly dryer boxes everywhere, but it's just sitting in my office. I haven't done anything with it because I haven't needed it.
It's actually pretty nice.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just had that fitment issue with the lid, but once it warmed up, it was actually fine. They're still trying to fucking sell these goddamn boxes. Oh wait, never mind. It's sold out. I was like, these like Creality print boxes that like never took off. Yeah, they don't have the stand on here. I think they should make that available. If they like, obviously it exists. It's in multiple product photos. Like, I like that. Like, if I had multiple of them, I would want to buy that stand.
Right.
So let's see. I'm just curious. Let's just go to their website here and see if there's anything new that we missed. So obviously the K2 Plus or the K2 Plus. We just covered the Creality High. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's anything else new that they dropped here. Just looking through the Space Pie. See, they're still selling the V3 for $300.
Well, shit,
They're still
selling the Ender 3.
Do they? I thought they discontinued selling the Ender 3, like the original Ender 3. I'm trying to see what's the build volume on the regular Ender 3 V3 here. Why? Yeah, actually, this is smaller. So this is 220 by 220 by 250. So why would you buy this when you can get the Creality High for the same price, for literally the same exact price, for $299? Yeah, like I feel like the Ender 3 V3 series, even though like they were good, I've messed with the V3, this one, in person at Micro Center, and it seemed really nice. I own the KE, the V3 KE, and the V3 SE, and those are both decent printers. But it seems like they're just they're gonna be discontinuing certain things. I'm looking to see what they still sell. So they sell the S1 Plus, the S1 Pro, the Ender 3 V3. They still sell the fucking Ender 3.
Of course.
Are these in? Oh no, it's out of stock. Okay, so this is out of stock. Is the Ender 3 V2 in stock? They do not have the Ender 3 V2. The S1 Pro. So the original S1 isn't even there. The S1 Pro isn't there. There's the S1 Plus. That's sold out as well. Let's see, the KE. They have the KE. And is the SE? Do they still have the SE? They do not have the SE. So the SE and the KE is and the Ender 3 V3 are the only two they still have in stock. So I would assume all of these are getting discontinued. Just because why would they keep
off a couple of them?
Yeah, they need to kill up. I mean, it took them how many years to get the CR series off of there, the CR10s and their millions of derivatives. It took them a while to get off of there. So yeah. No, it's nice. Like it's nice that Creality is innovating and actually doing new stuff that works well. So they had to.
Well,
they didn't.
They're being forced to.
Yeah. Now my big thing is like so the K2. I saw Jeff Mulaney asking about the K2 Plus. I do like our K2 Plus. It's been running great. My only complaint is unless I am blind and I missed it somewhere. I went through all the menus, but there's no live Z adjustment on the K2 Plus on the touchscreen. You have to do it through the Fluid interface, which you can only access from a web browser. Is that what you found, Emerson?
I actually am turning it on now.
Yeah. So I will say the heated build chamber,
but
the heated build chamber is awesome. We've been able to run like full beds of ABS parts, set the chamber to 50C, the bed to like 110, and like in our print farm, like it's colder here in Minnesota. Currently it's snowing. And so the temperature drops in the room, and a lot of times we have to run the heater for the room to keep prints from warping off the bed, and we also have to or we have to bump the bed temp up. It really depends on how cold it is. So we have a split unit in there, and we'll kick that on as supplemental heat. However, with the printers with the chamber heaters, they can just heat themselves, which is actually more energy efficient than heating the entire room just to have a higher ambient temperature. Because in the summer, it's never an issue. But in the winter, we notice when it dips below 66 in the print farm, we're more prone to getting ABS warping and corners lifting, that kind of stuff. But with the heated chamber, there's no problems. It comes out great. So
I love my heated chamber.
So literally, I actually posted, and it got like over 100. I got over actually 100 likes and stuff in the K series group. Let me see if I can find it here real quick.
Oh, what is your purpose?
Yeah, I also posted on our I also posted it on our Facebook page, but yeah, what are we Emerson Quarter and 134 others laughed and reacted. Because I literally I just loaded it all up with black ABS. I love the CFS, so I can print with so many colors. I love it because I can fill it with black ABS. That's our K2 right now. Just 4 rolls of black ABS, and it rolls over to the next roll. And then I made this. What's my purpose? You print black ABS. Oh my god, why? It's like the butter robot. It's like I want to print fun things. Yeah, it got quite a bit of engagement here. So yeah, I thought that was funny. And apparently a bunch of other people did too.
But not to print multicolor. It's actually printing multicolor right now though. But so I don't have to get up and switch. I can just select what I need.
Yeah. No, and honestly, I think that that's what I mostly use our multi-material, because we have 3 multi-material systems now here. We have the CFS and the K2 Plus, we have the X1C with the AMS, and then Krista has the Cobra 3, which that's been running okay. The stock build plate is dog shit. And I got to tune the slicer profile because it tends to knock things off the bed, even with our build plate and glue. Like even with nothing, like it's just the nozzle when it does the changes, it hit it and it knocked it off. So I got to adjust it. It's definitely a slicer thing, but the print quality in general has been really good. The demo print it did with 4 colors completed fine. But also when we were printing something, she was printing like this little snail and it doesn't have a ton of contact area. So I'll probably end up having her put a brim on it. And that'll probably be what'll solve the issue because it knocked like 1 of 4 of them off. Cause I was like, well, you're going to waste material doing multicolor. Might as well just copy and paste multiple models so you can have multiple of the same model and the same amount of color changes versus one. So
yeah, it's going to be the same amount of waste either way. Might as well print more.
So, and like the big thing that sucks right now, and I'm assuming eventually it'll make its way into Orca Slicer, is now for the Anycubic, we got to use their slicer, which is just reskin Orca. And then for the K2 Plus, I got to use Creality's print software, which actually isn't terrible. It's not based on Cura. It's a reskin Orca. The Creality print software is actually pretty decent. But it's like making me feel like we're eventually going to have like a billion different slicers, one for each printer manufacturer, at least until an Orca profile gets made for the K2 Plus and for the Anycubic, because both of those printers, I can't add to Orca Slicer in terms of network connectivity. It like they, even though they're running Clipper, they have their own proprietary shit. So you can't.
With the Octo Everywhere crew,
Yeah.
I've been kind of going back and forth with them.
With a K2.
Yeah, and I was like, hey, you have this guide set up. It doesn't work for the K2. Did you like bother to test this before you posted this? Like, oh yeah, you just do this. I'm like, no, it's using, doesn't have Git. It has no package
it's a very
manager.
Slim. Yeah,
they stripped it down on purpose.
Well, they used a stripped down OS is what they did.
Yeah.
So
well, but that OS has the ability to have things like Git and the other software packages it needs.
Right, because it's
they
Linux.
chose not to.
Yeah. So I wish I had more time to dig more into it, because I would like to make a full OS replacement for it, but like I just don't have the time right now. So there's that. I'm trying to find. All right, sorry, but yeah, like I haven't dug around to see if anybody's even started working on like an OS replacement or like a root script like we have for the K1 series, because the root script that guy did is fantastic. Hey dogs, can we not fight right now? Like sitting here just biting each other. Hey, enough. Go to your bed. Remo's behind me, and Colin's like chewing on his face. So standard fare. But anyways, yeah. So I want to see what happens. If not, I'm going to start digging into the K2 Plus. I did find information on how to like dump the soldered on eMMC for that printer and for the Sovol. There's actually utility for Rockchip for the Sovol that you can put into a special mode, and it basically gives you direct access to the eMMC. But going back to the slicer thing, the thing that sucks is as we get these printers with these multicolor units, it now becomes more complicated to integrate it into a slicer. Now, the Orca slicer, which is based on Bamboo Studio, which is based on Bruce's slicer, it has the capability to do multicolors, but it's just getting all of the routines and tool change scripts and all the other stuff that these printers use to actually facilitate using their multi-material systems into Orca. And it's not just as simple as exporting the profile from the company slicer and importing it. I actually was messing around with those files. And it just does not work. Like Anycubic gives you an Orca slicer profile for the Cobra 3, but it's only single color. There's no way to do multicolor on it. The other thing that sucks is like the Anycubic, there's no way to find and view the camera. I did buy the official Anycubic camera, and their case that they have you print is horribly designed. It's a pain in the ass to pain in the ass to assemble, but I got it assembled. The camera was like $20. I was like, whatever, I'll get the official one. And it works fine, but you cannot see the camera in anywhere but the slicer. So if you don't have the Anycubic slicer on your computer, you can't pull up the camera to check on it. You can't punch in the IP address. There's no web interface on that printer whatsoever. And it sucks because like it's going back to where if we want to have full control over our machines, even just monitoring their cameras, the off the shelf printers are not going to give that option to you, which is really kind of shitty. I mean, the K2 Plus, it does have a webcam that's accessible. However, it has to be viewed through a different port. And you cannot have it in like the fluid interface. So like if I share my screen here, and I can't really do much on it because it is printing something right now. But this is my K2 fluid interface is on port 448, and you got a ton of options here. You can't, even though you can add a camera in here, none of it works. The camera is actually running on port 8000, I believe. Is it 8000? Yeah. So here's the camera on the K2 Plus right now. But I can't embed this into the fluid interface. So, and I also can't have Orca. I think I got Orca to connect to this, but it doesn't support the 4 colors. So there's like trade-offs. The only way to get the full functionality is to use the manufacturer's slicer, which it sucks. I mean, we're using it, but like I wish we could just have one slicer for every single machine. The reason we went over to Bamboo or not Bamboo, but Orca slicer is I did like the interface, and it was nice because we could slice for the Bamboo and all of our other printers on one interface. But now I have another slicer for the Anycubic, and I have another slicer for the K2 Plus. It's just getting kind of annoying having a billion different slicers for
like what there's Orca slicer, Prusa slicer, great slicers. Just release profile. You don't need to spend all the money in R&D into setting up your own slicer.
They don't.
When you can just set up a profile.
Yeah. You might want to move your chair over to the left or your right a little bit. There you go. Yeah. There you go. But yeah, so that's my little mini, I want to call it a rant, just kind of gripes about the way things are going.
Annoyance.
What version are you using?
What do you mean of what?
Are you using 5 point whatever? Or
I'm using 6. I just updated today. Actually, I just went to 6.
Okay. Because they had
problems.
I had 6.
I had 6, and then I went to the new release of 6 that just came out a couple days ago.
Yeah, because they released 6. It was a bag of shit. They took it off their website.
Yeah, I did not. Yeah, no, I'm running 6, and it works fine. I just wish that I could use it in Orca slicer with the multi-material, and that goes for the Anycubic as well. Our next thing is regarding 3D Benchy and IP wars going on. So
yay.
You guys, everybody knows what the Benchy is, okay? The Benchy was actually there were restrictions on it where it did not allow derivatives, but
no, it's always been that way.
Yeah, it's always been that way. So, but the thing is, like, now the company, I guess they were bought out, but they're issuing takedown notices to people that are making, modified ones or derivatives of it. But yeah, they're saying here, Thallo, thanks for the question. Unfortunately, all 3D Benchy models will be removed in the coming days due to the strict licensing requirements set by the original company, 3dbenchy.com, which prohibits any remixes or modifications. While we're not happy with this outcome, we must comply and enforce these licensing terms, especially since 3D Benchy is a widely recognized model for testing calibration. This decision applies across the entire platform. We're committed to ensuring consistent enforcement. So this is from Printables. So yeah. I get it, but like, why now to start enforcing it? Like, people were making derivatives of Benchy 7 years ago. Why enforce it now?
Well, it's like, it's not the original. It's not the people who made it. It's who bought them out, who recently bought them out, are doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, a new benchmark on printables. Do you see this story? It says creative tools can. Yeah. But there's this one here. So this is a link on that one about 3D Benchy. Someone else owns the rights now. That's why. So a new entity owns 3D Benchy, and they seem to be far more intent on forcing the original license, which is where all the takedowns are coming from. Please don't flame the original creators. It's not them. From Daniel Norray, the man who made it. I did know Daniel Norray was the guy who did it. So he posted this 2 days ago on his LinkedIn. Here we go. I have so many fucking pop-ups. So here, 3D printing history just fade away. No one knows. So we head in 2025. Creative Tools in Sweden, the home of 3D Benchy, now only exists in our memories. When Paulo and Mona Keefe started the company, they focused on software for the moving gaming industry. Although with previous experience from manufacturing, Paulo quickly found a way to incorporate 3D printing into the business. 2008 was the first time I came in contact with Creative Tools, buying a Maxwell render license through them. They've been selling and building RepRap 3D printers for a while, and also started selling MakerBot printers. So I called Paul during a coffee break in 2010 to order a 3D printer. We ended up speaking for an hour. Don't tell my boss. Since that day, me and Paul became good friends. We did countless projects. MakerBot saw great success with the Thingomatic replicator, blah, blah, blah. Even though Creative Tools sold a number of different brands, MakerBot's popularity time really helped them to put 3D printers in the hands of many hobbyists and enthusiasts all over Scandinavia. So from 2010 onwards, I did a number of projects together with Creative Tools. Finally, in 2015, I joined the Creative Tools family. They hired me full-time at their Stockholm office. I had the most incredible time working with Paulo, Mona, and everybody else at Creative Tools, especially Anton and Philip at the Stockholm office. I look back at these days with a smiley face. It honestly didn't feel like work. We had so much fun. Paulo really believed in the concept of open source and tried to incorporate it into as much of the things as we did as possible. I really appreciate that. Most of the projects I spent have been a part of at Creative Tools were released under a CC license, including the 3D Benchy, of course. In 2018, they sold the company, starting a new chapter in their lives. I moved from Stockholm. We closed down the CT Stockholm office for good. Later that years, I also left Creative Tools, having found new adventures. Moving on, the company stopped working with 3D printers altogether, once again to focus on software, and later got acquired and merged into another company. Yeah, so the new company is just pulling. It's just so weird because, like, how the fuck? No one's gonna pay for a fucking 3D bench. It is.
Well, no, they're
It's
not.
literally in. It's
They're
literally in the
keeping the
fucking slicers. I just realized that it is in.
No, you
slicers
under the
from
license,
multiple places.
under the license, you can redistribute it as is.
Okay, so you can't modify it.
You can't modify it. So, like,
Okay.
the on printables, they're leaving that up.
Okay. So it just seems so stupid because, like, why would you not? How the hell would you even monetize the 3D Benchy? Like, seriously, aside from maybe merch, like, how would you monetize the 3D Benchy? Like, all this is doing is now making everybody hate the 3D Benchy and go to a different calibration tool.
Oh yeah, the company that now owns it, everybody's gonna hate from now on, and nobody's gonna deal with them because of this. They shot the link on the creative doing this.
Yeah, so let's see. I gotta translate this. So this is the company that bought them, NTI. Like, so it's a media company. Why the fuck do you care that?
Well, it's a media company. Of course they're gonna.
Like, why do they care about a derivative of a benchmark? It's just.
No, I agree. It's stupid. I understand.
I get it from a business standpoint, but even if I put this out, like, we haven't cared about it for 7 years, whatever. Here, let's re-release it as public domain or whatever. Like, this is not the way to go about it. It's just it seems pointless. Like, I guess I understand the copyright aspect, right? Not disputing that, but it's like it hasn't been enforced for years. If anything, the derivatives just help it get more popular. But again, how do you monetize the Benchy, right?
Well, I think you can still monetize it. I think I sent. I'm
talking about is them. How do they monetize? The company that owns the right to it. How do they monetize?
If they figure out a way. There's no way they're actually going to make anything off it.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's just one of those things. Like, whatever. Like, it's just be whatever. Here, take it. We don't care. Like, or if anything, be like, I don't know, find a license where it says, hey, any derivative works are also our property and we can do whatever we want with them. You know what I mean? Like, and then they can get more models. I don't know. But like, what are they even going to use it for is the whole thing. Like, why this weird little thing? Like,
Here's the archive link to
like you guys, you get chat. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Like, I understand there's a copyright that has to be protected, but it hasn't been enforced for years. Now they're doing it, and now like it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense why they're upset about derivative works. Where'd you post this? Private chat?
And yeah, private chat.
Sorry, private chat is partially covered by the share bar in my browser here, which is annoying. All right, let's see.
Yeah, redistribute the unmodified STL as you please.
Yeah, here.
Posting your own downloads.
Okay. Publish images and videos of your 3D prints, downloaded, give away, or even sell prints of the 3D Benchy. Redistribute the unmodified, such as hosting your own downloads and attaching email. Okay, whatever. Experiment, be inventive and creative. Well, that kind of goes against the unmodified. Like,
well, for personal use, you can't.
Yeah. Okay.
Essentially, you can't post the.
Okay, please respect the above list regarding not distributing modified STL benches. So they're having a problem with you distributing it, and it has to be attributed.
Yeah, that's why all the remixes are being taken down. That right there.
It just doesn't.
Remaining the
It
same.
just doesn't seem like that's what I'm saying. Like they don't.
It's the safest thing for them to do.
It's just there's nothing to gain. Like there's nothing to gain. It's just it's a no-win situation for them because you're just pissing people off. Look at 3dbenchy.com doesn't even load.
3D Benchy, I actually have a Benchy right there. CT3D.xyz, which is on the bottom of every Benchy, no longer loads either.
It's thinking, yep. So that's I don't get.
Uh-oh. We lost Timmy.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
They took him down.
Oh, shit.
I think he closed the wrong page.
No, the browser crashed. I just don't get the point. Like I run a business, right? If I had a model that we designed as a test model that we had these things and it was gaining popularity and people loved it so much they felt the need to make derivatives of it and all this other stuff, I would just be like, fine, whatever. Here, it's completely open. Do whatever you want with it. Like
I'd be thrilled.
I wouldn't. Like you,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah, like it's not like it's a product, right? Like it's not like it's one of my LCD housings that someone's taking and modifying a little bit and then, selling or posting. Like it's a fucking calibration print. I don't get it. Like I'm trying to think of like what possible angle are they trying to do and what is the end result of enforcing it aside from just the sake of enforcing it? Do you know what I mean? Like chat, you guys, I'm looking for you guys. You guys like listen to us, but like I want you guys to engage because like what possible outcome are they looking for? Like, because I can't think of one. Maybe I'm missing something here, but like I really can't. Yeah. There are plenty of other better calibration tests. I do agree. The bench is still pretty good. It covers overhangs. It's got the curves. It's got there's a reason it is so. Yeah, because it is legitimately a good test and it's a fun little trinket to have around. We have benchies all over my house, my garage, my printer farm, the shop. They're everywhere. So
I have like 5 on my desk around me.
Yeah, literally the only thing is going for the benchy was ease of printing and the meme value, and they just killed half of that. And someone says half what I've seen. We've all seen what happens when a beloved internet doodad is taken from us. Revenge. Revenge is what happens. And lots of angry shouting noises, plus a few sternly written emails. We're about to start smuggling flash drives of Benchy remixes in the subway now. Or we can start up a torrent network. BenchyTorrent.org is only $7.50 a year for someone who wants the complete list of cursed Benchy style models and put them up as RSS feed /browsable site. Who knows the 3D Benchy would be the pirate ship of our time. We need a printable pirate Benchy, specifically as a statement piece that is in of itself piracy. What about this guy? Let's see. Oh, here, Ghost Ship Benchy. Let's see. Here we go. Should this be? This is still up. It's still up.
I think that's
Nope.
still up because it might not be a remix. Well, no. Thingiverse is really slow on the take. So even if they're getting takedown requests, they're going to be up for a while. Get it now while I can.
Got it. I got it. I also think it's funny that there's literally let's browse for this since we're talking about this. There's literally an entire subreddit called Cursed Benchies. That's a thing. So all the Voron guys can post their 3-minute benchies on here. This is a perfect place. Yeah. Oh man. There's a little tiny one. That's a great benchy right there. The bonsai benchy. It's a great one. What the fuck is on that bed? Is he printing on wood? This can't be serious.
Is that carpet?
No, that's got to be a piece of linoleum.
Yeah, like flooring.
Yes. If it's not,
well,
Jesus
they're
Christ.
they're gonna get in trouble.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. What is it?
That's amazing.
Emily the engineer.
I love
this. That is Dr. Deflo.
I love this. This is amazing.
He has a legitimate registration on that.
No, he does.
Yeah, I see the little sticker there.
Registered. It's
Yeah.
Solar panels, everything.
Oh, this is an illegal. This is illegal. He's gonna get arrested if he shares that file. What the fuck? How do you? I don't even know. Pancake Benchy. Oh God,
Ender 5. That looks like an Ender 5 Benchy where they didn't update the firmware correctly.
Yeah, the E steps. The guy turned supports on. Oh wait, that's a Doctor Who TARDIS merged into the Benchy, and then he had under extrusion. Oh my God! Oh, this is probably on a belt printer. What the? We got overweight Benchy. We got smush Benchy. We got warped Benchy.
There's a Pablo Picasso.
Like,
what the?
Oh, here we go. Let's see. Maker World. Let's see. Is this one? Oh, 404. Model does not exist.
Oh,
Can't see it because another one. So they're going hard after this. This guy glued a Benchy in between the Flexi Rex. It's just hot glued on there.
It was anything that was listed as a remix to the Benchy, they got quickly. Oh God, that's so loud.
Yep, that's a Voron Benchy right there. I know it's not
Anything
a Voron, but that's what their Benchies look like. Guys, I did a Benchy in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Looks
Anything
like this.
that was listed as a remix to the Benchy, they got taken down quickly. But everything else that's being posted, they're having to manually search for it.
20-minute Benchy. Holy layer shifts, Batman. Yeah. Oh dear. This just looks so weird. I know this is actually printed like this, but it looks so weird. It looks weird.
They stretched it out in the
The hate for the Voron guys print Benchies that look like something you extruded from a hot glue gun, and they're like, guys, look at I made this in 3 minutes. Dude, it's not a functional part. It doesn't matter. And the Vorons, I'm not a fan. Tor has some Vorons, but their community is just super toxic, which is why
Voron right now.
Yeah. Like Tor likes, I mean, they're nice printers, but like they take a lot of time. And the main thing why I will never build one is the Voron community is very toxic.
It's very toxic.
So yeah, I'm not going to spend my money on a printer that's associated with a shitty community.
That's why not one of my printers is serialized.
What the fuck? These just hurt my brain because my brain goes, this is Photoshop, but I know it's not Photoshop. They just scaled it up in the slicer. But like, it just my brain goes, this makes me uncomfortable. Like, oh, that's impressive. Look at that one. That's a hell of a layer shift on the y-axis. God damn. Yeah,
But it completed.
man. So this, I'm pretty sure this is not actually layer shifts. There's Benchy models. Well, they're probably gone now, but you can download a wavy Benchy. And I remember people would print these
Oh,
and post them in the
yeah,
Facebook
that
groups,
was.
be like, what's wrong with my printer? But the model is actually like that. Oh God, that resin looks just unsettling. Looks very
Resin.
unsettling.
Resin sucks.
Yeah, I've given up on resin.
Yeah, we have resin printers in case we need them, but we do not fire them up. This one, I think this is another one where it's definitely like pre messed up. But like these stupid little messed up weird benchies are fun, and they're killing all the fun. Um, this isn't a benchy. That's a benchy. That's a benchy. That's a lot of layer shifting. Holy crap. Um, yeah. Yeah, it's heavy under extrusion. Somebody turned their feed rate up a little too fast, or they're having issues. But yeah, oh, is that it? I was expecting there to be more, but I guess there's not that many people, like 488 members. So I guess it's not that um big of a group. But it's funny. We got some good pictures out of that. But yeah, like for the record, I don't care what printers you guys use. Clearly, if I had a problem, like Tor works for me and he builds borons, I don't care. I just will not. I will not build them out of principle. So
It's all personal
um,
preference, what you want to print with, what you want to
yeah,
build with. Same with filament,
yeah,
same with slicers.
yeah. But yeah, they're anyways. What else do we have on the show notes here? Let's see.
Oh, the AMS Core Plus.
Oh yeah. I'm pulling that up right
So
now.
we've talked about the RFID being cracked and people getting more
Yeah,
into it. And this is starting to be some of the results of that, which I'm kind of happy to see.
I'm gonna pull that up here.
I have actually used it. Works perfect. That
You have.
RFID for
Oh,
CFS. Yep.
you're not talking about this. You're talking about the CFS. So yeah, so this is called the AMS Plus. It basically allows you to auto detect third party filaments, and then it connects over the network to the printer to set the filament. So it's got an RFID reader, two of them, that you put in one each side. That goes to an ESP32S3 module that drives the LCD. It's got built in Wi Fi. And yeah, so they have everything you need here. You point it at your printer, and then you install it in the AMS, and it auto detects the spools and stuff from different vendors that this system supports, that the AMS Plus system. So
Well, you
it's
can
neat.
create your own.
Yeah, you can also create your own RFID tags. I totally forgot about that. Um, but yeah, it's pretty cool. You just give it USB power there, and then that goes into it, like powers it through. It's using like some sort of wireless charger type thing to power it through into the AMS. And you can see the RFID readers, they just sit between the spools here. And then this box talks to your bamboo printer over Wi-Fi. Um, and yeah, I think it's a neat little setup here. Um, but I think it's all self-sourcing, isn't it? For like
I believe
the
so.
parts.
Part of the problem with it as well is it's going to load default profiles for things.
Yeah.
Personally, that's going to be a problem for me because I have custom profiles for all my filaments. Or at
Yeah,
least
that's
not every filament, but every brand. Like I have one for our filaments, I have one for Polymaker, I have one for Elegoo, and what have you.
I mean, me personally, I don't really like having auto detection of the filament is not a like killer feature for me. Like I don't really care. It takes like 2 seconds to just be like boom, this is ABS and it's black. Like you know what I mean? Um let's see. I want to see their installation guide here. They have the AMS installation guide. I'm on this tab. Let's pull it open in here. Let's see. So they got a nice little guide here.
I like good guides. Good
Yeah,
guides.
me too. Oh, so they have their own proprietary main board here.
I mean, I'm sure it's like off. You can get it off like PCBWay or something like that.
Yeah, that's nice.
A lot
It
of
looks.
these
I mean,
projects.
from these black and white photos, it looks nice. There is some soldering involved. Is this using like some sort of Qi charger? Yeah, it's a wireless charging coil. So they're basically just using a like. I'm assuming it's probably like one of those Qi chargers to power it, which is kind of that's
a
smart.
pretty neat idea. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm wondering though, like, is there a purchase page or is it literally just go on GitHub and let's see, components,
Download the
custom
verbal file.
board. Oh yeah, they have. Wait, this is their custom board. Do they have the? Do they have the Gerber files for the board? I don't think they do. These are this is software. Where do you get the board? Installation. Am I missing something? Where do you get the board for it? I'm not seeing like a store link or anything. Like, is it on? Huh.
Final Fantasy fan.
Like, did you see where you can actually purchase the board from them?
I did not. I was assuming it would be in the custom board folder.
No, that's components for the firmware to compile the firmware. That's what all this stuff is for. Main. Yeah, this is all just the software.
Do they have a site?
It does. It's under this Hades 2001. Let's see what repositories it has in here. So there's AMS Plus Core. I'm not seeing anything else. Where are the commits here? Yeah, I'm not seeing any hardware for it. So how do you even use this if there's no way to actually either make the board yourself with the Gerber files or to just purchase the board from them? Because I was actually looking because I want to check it out and order it to play with it because I think it'd make a cool video. But let me see. This is back on their Maker World one. Non-intrusive design, real-time display, third-party filament. As a Discord group. There's 18 members there. That's it? There's like 18 members?
I haven't seen a lot of people talking about it yet.
I mean, we could easily, I wonder if we should reach out because we could easily put together like ready to go kits with everything assembled and ready to go. But I don't see, aside from the Discord, I don't see anywhere to get the hardware for this at all. Like, the GitHub link just takes the GitHub we're looking at already.
Made by the same company that has that shredder filament magic maker.
Is it? You're
No.
okay. I was like, it's like you're messing with me. They do have a video here. It's all in their channels are all in Chinese. In their Discord server. All right, let's see. Okay.
Hello everyone. Welcome to a project that pushes the limits
It's an
of the bare
AI
AMS.
voice.
The
It is.
Benchy
Oh
3D printer is
no.
highly
Well, if
praised
it's
for
a
its outstanding
if it's a
the
Chinese or
limitations
Japanese
of
dude,
AMS
he
not
doesn't speak
supporting
English.
third-party filaments. Today, we're breaking the rules with AMS Plus to completely transform your 3D
AMS
printing
Plus.
experience
AM.
to have
AMS
monitoring
Plus.
and automatic
Mm.
filament recognition.
Yeah, so you can put it on your network, you give it your bamboos info.
QTT.
I don't know if this music is copyrighted or not. Let's see. So it's feeding it in. So there it goes. So it figured out it's red PLA. Okay, so yeah, we get this. Where do we even get it from? The project is currently under preparation. Okay. So this is a fucking tease. You show us videos of it doing stuff, and then you have comments turned off on the video. Like,
Ain't nothing but a dick tease.
what the hell, man? Like, I am interested. Shut up and take my money. I just want to play with it. Like,
Right?
I don't think I'll probably use it for like a week and then forget about it. But like, I'd like to play with it at the very least because I think it would make a cool video showing how to put one
Hey.
together. You know, and hell, like maybe even ask them if they'd want us to make kits. You know, kind of like how the
US reseller for it, yeah.
yeah, like it's
Like
just weird.
Voxel picks up a lot of those kit kind of things too. Voxel PLA.
Yeah, I've heard of them. I don't know who they are though. But yeah, that's it. Oh, my ticker. Did you delete the ticker for the
I
thing
don't
with
have
Scrolls
Oh.
Press? It's gone. It's gone. I literally went to to see it. I was like, oh, it's not on, and it's not even there.
You want to see what a $100 SSR looks like?
Yeah, it's like an Omron. Wow.
It's a dual channel. It's not an Amazon one that'll burn your house down.
You know, we sell SSRs for like $12 that won't burn your house down, right?
Yeah, but this is a dual channel.
You could take two
Yes.
single ones and it's still cheaper. You could buy 8 of
I know,
ours
but
for the price of one of those.
I don't have the space. I needed a dual channel. And
Oh, is that for what is that for?
this one actually is, ratings. It's been tested.
Yeah.
It's safe.
Where are you sure? Did you validate this? What brand is it?
Carlo Gavazzi.
I have never heard of that. Maybe is that
They were
from the
on.
Rat Rig?
It's for it, yeah.
Oh, okay. That's probably why I
Because
never
I'm
heard of that
putting.
brand. That might be a name brand somewhere else.
No,
I don't recognize
it's
it.
not from them. I got this myself.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
They have them on DigiKey and Mauser. So I'm pretty excited. It's for my enclosure heater that I'm designing.
That's a single one.
Using this big.
All right. Wow. I gotta look at getting a chamber heater for our Ender 3 fleet. I think that would make life a lot easier.
It claims it's 1,000 watts, but the reviews are like more like 650,
So depending on how you wire those will change how much wattage it pulls. And also the PTCs, they do tend to self-limit. Meaning as they get hotter, the resistance increases, which means their current draw drops. They're kind of like it's a built-in safety protection.
Mhm.
So, and Tor,
No,
I was right.
I didn't
That
I
guy
didn't need
with the
1,000
Ender
watts.
3s, he has a CR touch on the prayers. That's why the homing's failing.
Of course.
But yeah, I think that's all I have. Let's see if people actually
Me
Da Vinci, yes, this is a Seaboard Trident, the CNC all-wheel drive kit.
Oh yeah, I remember you going nuts about that because you're like, it's all CNC. Is that Voron approved? Because didn't they have like issues with like the CNC parts? You know, about her.
No, that was Zero G that
What do I-
didn't like the CNC parts, but that
Oh
was
really?
Tech that did the CNC parts. So Tech quality parts. And
Oh
people
yeah,
are like,
Ficek's
no.
not great. Yeah, I will never buy anything from Ficek. Like they're just, like I shouldn't say never. Like I've had some of their 12864 screens, which those are easy to make and not screw up, and like some bed MOSFETs, but their control boards and more complicated stuff, they are not that great. I'll take a big Tree Tech board over Ficek any day. Speaking of boards, we do have one question in the queue, and I'm also, after we answer this, I want to talk to you guys about Emerson's Rat Rig View. Look at that frame rate.
Is it bad?
Oh, there it goes.
I mean, it's going over Wi-Fi. I'm not surprised.
He's also on Starlink. You got to remember that. He's out in the middle of nowhere.
Nope. Verizon 5G home now.
Oh, I think your Starlink was better because your connection is not great right now. We need more pixels. Are those Easy Neos in the top there? Emerson,
no, those are Disco on a Stick XLs.
such
they're-
weird names.
I got a total of 100 RGBs,
Oh, so
I
you could have a
have-
disco in your printer.
and then I have 5 RGBs on each corner. That's how I got the green.
We're watching a PowerPoint presentation now.
Somebody download. Did Steam start downloading something?
Where is it? Oh.
But speaking of we were talking about boards. There is one question in the form here from JD CCC26. I know he has a regular one. He's probably watching. He's asking what happened to the MKS Monster 8 boards we were selling. We just stopped carrying them because they weren't selling. They're great boards. I still have a couple here in my drawer for when I want to do custom builds. Emerson, your video is literally like worse than a PowerPoint.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's horrible. Your connection status, I don't think chat can see it, but on our end, we can see everybody's connection status. You got like 2 out of 5 bars. And
I just
you're
noticed
like,
that it's dropping in and out.
yeah, it's your connection.
Well, it's also
So-
snowing like a motherfucker out right now, so
That really shouldn't affect the 5G that much. I mean, it should have affected a little, but it shouldn't really affect it that much.
hang on.
I think in general, I think your connectivity was better when you had Starlink. Why did you get rid of Starlink?
I got rid of Starlink a while ago. A long while ago.
Why? I thought you were happy with it.
I get faster down for $50 versus 150 with Starlink. So
Yeah, but the other thing you have to evaluate is how's your latency and jitter and stuff, because
way better.
It's
it though?
clearly not better right now.
Hang on.
Like, I'm just saying. Like, it's not better right now. We'll see if he's gonna jump in. All right.
Yeah, it's
you
not
are
much
still
better.
No, it's not better at all.
Be right back.
I switched to Verizon back in June. This would be the first time I've had any sort of problems. But my latency went from 90s to 20s.
Okay.
So it's been a great service.
It's real bad. It's really bad. I'd probably put that modem on a Wi-Fi plug so you can bounce it if you need to.
Yeah, I've never
Although,
had a
well,
problem.
check
So
this
weird.
out. So I have for testing my local speeds. This is a Docker container. There's a Docker container called Open Speed Test, and I can actually. So this is from my computer here to the server that's running it. So you can actually like do local speed tests, which is pretty sweet. So if you're like looking for something in-house to like test your Wi-Fi throughput or maybe throughput at a farther end of your network. So this is about what I should be getting. I have a 2.5 gig link back to the core switch here. So things are running correctly. If you guys have ever seen that, but it's pretty cool. It's called Open Speed Test. It's pretty sweet. But yeah, my experience, I would expect the 5G not to be as good as the Starlink, just because it's
Not gonna be as
probably well, and you're gonna get deprioritized too. If you look at the fine print,
I haven't. Yeah, but I'm also in the middle of nowhere, so I'm probably the only person who uses that tower. Dude, I have downloaded many terabytes of
issues detected.
Linux
What issues do I
ISOs.
have? What issues do I have? I have packet loss. Oh, that was earlier
really
today.
crappy jitter.
So yeah,
Yeah, this is right now. I can see what's going on. Like even streaming, I'm only with you guys coming in. I'm like using fuck all for the line right now. So let's see. Obviously, it'll be a little bit lower since I'm using the connection right now. Not bad for cable. I wish that upload was higher though. Wish that upload was higher. I will say that. But yeah. Also makes me wonder what I'm doing with my life when I have this many devices on my network at any given time. I might have a problem. What do you think, Emerson?
I mean, that's just one of the notes as well.
Here, so there's 162 Wi-Fi devices. George,
oh
do you
my
see?
God.
Do you see what the majority of them are?
I'm in my kitchen right now putting away groceries, but I'm guessing
Oh, okay.
all easy plugs.
They are only there's a ton of easy plugs. Yeah, there's actually most of it is easy plugs and easy bulbs.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 250 devices connected to my network. Hey, there's our label printer. We print all the shop labels on, and just a few octopies. If you guys are wondering, so when I filter by Wi-Fi, you notice there's no Raspberry Pis here. Look at because they're all hardwired. They're all hardwired. And you can see these are on the TH3D network. The cool thing is you can actually see. I can tell which ones are the Pi 3Bs or the 4s because they're gigabit linked. And I know these are the old 3Bs, not the 3B pluses because they're fast Ethernet. So, but for a printer, doesn't matter. Yeah, I love Unify. I have just a few of their devices. Just a few. Just a few. I am all in on the Unify stuff. So what the other thing I want to talk about is for the questions for these streams, I feel like the form is kind of hard for people to use. Like, should we try to do more of like a bot instead of the form? So officially right now we're at the end of the stream. I'm just gonna kind of talk to you guys and get feedback. TP Link is horrible equipment.
Yeah.
Tons of security vulnerabilities. They were actually talking about banning them in the US because of how poorly insecure their software is. I would strongly advise not buying anything TP-Link, especially their routers. If you look up the CVEs, I don't know if you guys know what CVEs are, but CVEs are like their critical vulnerability. I can't remember what the E stands for. But in general, so if something has a CVE, that means that there's a vulnerability. So just for TP links here, and this is just vulnerabilities that have been found. That have been
the great
found.
gift for your ex.
Yeah. So this is the CVE site. You guys go to cve.mitre.org. You can actually look it up. So this is the number of CVE records just for TP-Link. And these are just ones that have been found. There could be other vulnerabilities that are not found yet. Yeah, here, common vulnerabilities and exposures. Thank you, sir. I knew vulnerabilities was the V. But yeah, here, TP-Link Omada. Command injection, remote code execution vulnerability. That's really bad. That means that somebody can make your router run shit that it shouldn't be running or do things that it should. Here, look at the Omada. Look at all these CVEs just for the Omada. Someone said they're using Omada. I strongly recommend it. If you guys, I'm not just a 3D printing guy. I did IT for decades. I still do IT stuff. I will never install TP-Link routers. Their dumb switches are okay because they're dumb and they're internal use, but they're horrible. Like, they're horrible. D-Link is also not much better either.
No.
I think if I can do, let's see, it's a D-Link or D-Link. So D-Link only has 78 versus 370 something. So, but D-Link is also one I'd stay away from. I use Unify or Ubiquity, I should say. I use Ubiquity quite a bit. Yeah, Mike V makes a good point. DDWRT. So if you flash a third-party operating system, just like we do with the printers, we flash third-party operating systems on the printers. You can do that with a lot of routers. Not every router. It really depends on what chipset they have and if it's able to be flashed. But you should look up and see what they're doing. Definitely, I think TP-Link is on the government ban list. That would not surprise me. I know they were talking about banning it, but yeah, if you guys have a TP-Link router, get rid of it. Get something like Netgear's pretty decent. Asus is pretty decent. If you're talking about home grade stuff, if you want to,
WRT or something like that.
yeah, OpenWRT, DDWRT. There's a bunch of open source firmwares that you can load on a lot of these routers. Yeah, DIY old PC solutions like Max CJ says. PFSense, OpenSense. Doug runs OpenSense. Before I bought my Unify equipment, I ran PFSense on an old computer. I had two PCI Express dual 1 gig Broadcom network cards in there for my interfaces. If you do use PFSense or OpenSense, stay away from Realtek network card chipsets because they typically screw up with VLANs. If you're not running VLANs, they're typically okay. But PFSense is a solid DIY firmware, so is OpenSense. Unify has gotten a lot better lately. My wife's Chinese boyfriend told me TP-Link was the best, so that's all I use now.
Oh, God.
Oh, did you set up Open Speed Test, Emerson?
I did. So that's
That's to your server?
yeah. And that right now, keep in mind, my upload is capped at 20, and I'm streaming right now, and my kids are all streaming shit. So
Yeah, it's not terrible. I'd be curious to see
No.
what the jitter is, because that's very for calls like this, for video calls in general or VoIP calls. The jitter is really important. So
yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm actually kind of bummed because I've loved this service all the last 6 months. It's been great.
as
So
he's run this speed test, his audio is just cutting out because it's loading the line down. Was mine fine when I ran the speed test? I'm pretty sure it
Yeah.
was okay when I ran the speed test. I hate TP-Link. Stay away from TP-Link. Don't buy TP-Link stuff. Ubiquity stuff, if you guys, I make nothing from this. Ubiquity, if you want to sponsor me, I will absolutely take that sponsorship in a heartbeat because I have been buying their stuff for over 10 years now. I had their 802.11g access points. That's how long I've been using them. And my Josh, aka Blasto, I just got him set up with Ubiquity stuff. And the nice thing is it's super easy to set up. And then also, like, if you're not super techy, but you know somebody who's familiar with Unify stuff, you can actually share access to your account to someone else. So, like, I have access to Josh's router. So if I help him set all the Wi-Fi up and provision things, it's nice. But they have, like, their stuff isn't terrible. They got their gateways. We're running here. We have the Dream Machine Pros. I got these when they first came out. I actually have two of them. I have one that's just sitting as a cold spare in case one dies. They do have high availability now, but I
Hang on.
haven't. What?
Rittenhouse, those routers were the shit for.
I have
ever.
one sitting here. Emerson, in
Love those
in my
old.
storage room.
And what's sad is Linksys routers now, garbage. Total
Yeah,
shit.
no, Linksys is dog shit. I think I had Josh get. I got him to get the Cloud Gateway Max. I think that's the one he got. So this is $200 for a router. This is just a router, so you have to get an access point. So I think you'd be right around like $400 with one of their APs. So $279 for the router. And then like the U6s are pretty good. They have the U7s. Stay away from the U7s right now. There are issues with the radios, specifically on the 2.4 gigahertz. So I would avoid the Pro and the Pro Max, the U7, all these, the U7 Pros, the Pro Wall. I don't know if the 7 outdoor is affected. I think it might be. But the U6 stuff, which is their Wi-Fi 6 stuff, here's U6 Plus for $129, like right around $400 you could get if you're looking for just something for your house. You could get one of their small cloud gateways with an access point. Max CJ, correct. U7, if you have 2.4 gigahertz smart home stuff. Now Doug has the U7s. He's like, I don't have any issues, but there have been a lot of people having problems with them to the point where there's like, I think it was like an FCC doc where they submitted for new hardware popped up and somebody found it. And there's a revision of the, it's a revision of the U7 with an additional radio just for the 2.4. So I would stay away from the U7 series, this Pro Max, the Pro Wall, and the U7, but the U6s are solid. I am actually running these, the AC Pros. I have 3 of these in the house, 1 in the garage, and then I have their U6 mesh outside. And then I have 2 of the Nano HDs, which I don't think they sell those anymore, the Nano HDs in the shop. But I wouldn't buy the AC Pro at this point. It's Wi-Fi 5, which is fine. I'm not going to upgrade because they still work. I've had some of them for almost 8 years now. And I bought some secondhand from one of our guys in Discord. But yeah, I'll take my TP Link Omada APs over Unify. The UI is actually usable. What do you mean the UI is actually usable?
What are you talking about?
Here's the UI for for Unify. You got here. Let me make this smaller so you guys can see it better. So this is the interface for Unify. If you want to manage the access point, you click on it. You can see everything that's connected to it. You can see the Wi-Fi experience, which is if devices are having issues or not. I'm running 80 megahertz bandwidth on the 5 and a 20 megahertz width on the 2.4 because I use 2.4 for my IoT shit. Everything else that needs to go fast is on here. I got band steering off. You can see I have these on a different subnet or a different VLAN, I should say. I have like, if I want to set up a Wi-Fi network, I can go to settings. I can go to Wi-Fi, hit create new. And here's all my settings. I can put the Wi-Fi name, the password, what VLAN I want to put it on. And then I can also manually specify all these other variables and stuff. It's nice. So I can see, the topology is cool. So the topology is cool because I can actually see all my stuff. So I can see my cable comes into my router. There's a 10 gig link to my main switch. Is a 8 gig or 10 gig 8 port aggregate switch. And then this goes from here. This is the one I'm on. So I'm going through this switch right now. My computer I'm on. And then you can see here the basement switch. So this is the main switch for the basement and most of the house. That spans out to, there's the theater one, the one at the retro desk. Here's the AP basement, AP hallway, which is upstairs. And then this is the, which one is this? The guest PC. There's one over here. Yeah, it's nice. And you can see where everything's connected. So you can see I got a 10 gig link from my aggregate switch to my garage switch. And then the garage fans out to one of the access points, the garage access point. And then I've got 3 switches in my office here. And then this is the building to building. So I also have their 60 gigahertz building to building. This is how we get internet out to the shop, which is 1 gig full duplex. Works great. And then you can see here, it keeps showing me the network. So here's our main shop switch. We got one for the print farm here. You can see here, I can see all my ports and stuff, everything that's connected. Those are all our pies. You can see view all devices. It's literally all pies. It's all pies. And then, our shop access point. So I can see what's connected to which one, adjust their settings. I don't know why this is on auto channel. I swear to God, I set that to not auto channel. AP shop. Why are these on auto channel? Is this one on auto channel?
Mine's not as
This one's not.
impressive as yours, but
This one's not on auto channel. This should be on 1 and 36 for the 5. Or, sorry, 11 and 36. And this one should be 1 and like 149 here.
Oh no!
So-
Somebody wants the rat rig update song.
A rat rig update. I mean, he's got it working somewhat.
who?
But yeah,
You.
I
You're the one
I
who
can
wanted the rat
also. What's that?
That he's the only one with the rat rig. Who else would it be?
That's true. But yeah, I can also show my devices here, which is you can see where all my devices are connected to. What the topology gets a little ridiculous with 250 clients on the network, but hey, it shows them. I never use this to find my devices. I just have the topology here. Where did it go? Where did it go? I need to reload the page. I like zoomed out too far. There we go. But yeah, I just go through my client device here. And the thing I like about this is like I can click on a device and I can see this is connected to the packing switch, the shop packing switch on port 6. You can also do ping tests and stuff too. So if you wanted to test the latency to a device, you can do a ping test to it and see how the connectivity is going to that device.
3D
So-
experiments. Don't tell Krista that.
But yeah, no, it's cool. Like it makes managing my network a lot easier, and that's why I'm willing to pay a little bit extra over some of the cheaper solutions. I've been running it for years. I have multiple. I'm not going to show their networks, but I have multiple other clients in my dashboard here that I manage their networks for. So
Something must have been going on because I'm fine now.
yeah, I use the VR to look at the switch ports. I've played with that. It's kind of gimmicky. I'd rather just go on my web interface. So, well, there's yours. Let's see. Hopefully, it'll give us some more pixels. There we go. Goat barn switch.
Yes.
Go back to your unified devices. Goat barn switch. Yard AP, shop AP, home AP.
Yeah, the goat barn actually has its own switch because I have cameras
What are you
out there.
running? What are you running your controller on?
Unraid.
Okay. What are you using for your router?
An Intel NIC running OpenSense.
Is your router on your Unraid box?
No.
Oh, okay. I was about to be like, been there, done that. It does not end well.
No. In fact, AdAware runs on my OpenSense box.
You mean
because-
AdGuard? Or
Yes, AdGuard, sorry.
AdGuard, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like I use a controller built into my if you have their router, the
Mhm.
network management is part of the router. So it's nice. Everything's just in one bundle. And actually one of my dad's friends, she's got some older Amcrest cameras, and I'm gonna actually be installing all Unify cameras, and I'm gonna get her the Dream Machine Pro Max that's got the 2 NVR slots with the I think it's got PoE ports on it. I think it does.
What Dream Machine do you have?
I have the
Or
Pro.
cl-
I have the Dream Machine Pro, which was their first one they came out with.
okay.
Yeah, the Pro Max. Does this have PoE ports on it? Can't remember. But we were looking at that because it'll replace. She's already got an AC Pro for an access point.
So this is a silly
Yeah, so they're not
question.
PoE. They're not PoE ports. I'll have to get her a PoE switch. But we were going to do that because that Dream Machine Pro Max has 2 bays for hard drives, so she can have the router be her NVR for the
Mhm.
cameras. So we're gonna have Ubiquity cameras with the Ubiquity access point, Ubiquity switch, and the Ubiquity router, and everything will be all in that one box for her. And then she can delegate access to it. So if there's a problem, I can connect in and see. I also get notifications if there's a problem, so I'll probably know before she does. It's nice, and it's their cameras actually have come down in price. They're still about twice the cost of like Amcrest or Reolink, but for a simple solution that's really easy to use, like their Unify Protect has come a long way, and it's really nice. So especially for somebody that isn't super technical, once it's set up, they can use it. It's pretty nice. So
No, Tim should totally
yeah.
reach out to Ubiquity or
Ubiquity? I would. I mean, hey, everybody who does the printers, you guys all have network equipment at your house. You guys have routers, access points. And like I said, I've been using them for whenever hang on, Unify.
I'm pretty
See,
sure.
I think
Candace
the
really
reason
got-
why I didn't end up with a Dream Machine is because I've got older Netgear PoE switches. Because
Yeah.
I wasn't about to pay $800 a piece.
Okay, so I started because I got Unify. I got into their access points with their 802.11 BGN, their N300. It was their Unify AP. That came out in 2011. So I've been using Unify since 2011. That is literally 14 years I've been using their stuff for.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been very happy with it. And like, but you also find people that'll bitch about it, like, oh, their support's horrible. I've only had to use out of the 14 years of using their equipment, I've had one piece of equipment have an issue, and that was our building to building link. The front cover fell off of it. It was still working. I went and sealed it back on because they were back ordered. And they sent me a new one out, and then I switched it out, and it was really simple. And I think it was even like a month or two out of warranty too, and they still warranted it. So, like, their equipment for the most part has been historically very reliable. The only one I know that has potential issues is that new U7. And again, some people have problems, some people don't. But like I'm still running all their Wi-Fi 5 stuff. And I get,
Well,
their apps are cool too. Have you messed with the Wi-Fi Man app on here?
why did their switches
Like, have you messed
like
with
a
the Wi-Fi
24
Man
port
app? Here.
the 24 port standard PoE switch, reasonable price. But why are only 16 of the 24 ports PoE?
It's a cost cut thing. So this is going to run. So this is going to test from my UDM to my Comcast, and then it's going to test from my phone to the access point.
Oh yeah, I've played with that.
Yeah. So it's not the fastest. I don't care about my Wi-Fi being super quick. My upload's really good. My download, I typically see about 200 to 300 megabits a second. So
For
Wi-Fi
Wi-Fi
6 and Wi-Fi 7 are way faster than this, but I can't justify replacing all these access points because I'm not going to just put one Wi-Fi 6 or 7 access point and the rest are 5. Like maybe I'll do the house first and then I'll do the shop, but I don't max out my Wi-Fi. We don't do anything that needs gigabit speeds over wireless. I don't do anything that needs gigabit speeds over wireless. So I'm using them until they die.
So from your Dream Machine, which is the router, right? How do you just have a single 1 gig wire going from your Dream Machine to the first switch, or do you run anything in like lag?
No, I have
Like how
10 gig between my main switches.
Okay.
Yeah, I have 10. Actually, I can probably, hang on, let me see.
So what switches do you have? You have the Pros?
I have the Pro 48 down here. I got the 24 in the garage. And then in the shop, I went with whatever last year's model was as of 2020, because I think I upgraded everything in 2020. Because the shop was only going to have the 1 gig link over the wireless. So I didn't care about having 10 gig. And the shop doesn't do anything that needs 10 gig, to be completely honest.
Okay.
So, yeah. And like my computers, my desktops, they're all hardwired. I'm not like somebody that has like my computer in a weird spot where I don't have network drop. I literally have pulled thousands of feet of cable in this house. I run a network drop wherever I need it. So like I've got a link from the 2.5 gig switch. I got the Flex 2.5 underneath the desk here because I have a 2.5 gig link for these two computers back to the main router. So, yeah, it works really well. I've been very happy with their equipment. So, I don't know how we got on this topic. I think it's because somebody. Oh, because someone's talking about TP Link. I had an ADHD moment here.
Well, because my internet was shitty, and then it rolled
Yeah,
into
and then-
TP Link,
yeah.
and then it.
This stream is sponsored by ADHD. But for the what I was saying is like for our when we do the questions, like should we do it through the bot instead? I mean, the only thing that sucks about the bot is it only works when we're live. I don't know if it can do like.
Yeah,
I have to
only
look and
do when
see.
we're live, unless it posts a link we can post elsewhere.
Yeah, because the good thing about the form is, which it's Q&A.th3dstudio.com to submit a question. And that's active all the time. And the nice thing is, if somebody wants to ask a question for the next show, let's say they're watching this on replay, that question will go into that form database and be there for the next show. So you can also ask a question through that form, and then the next show it'll be that we do the Q&A on, it'll be answered on. So every other week we do TH3D Nation. And then the weeks that we don't do TH3 Nation, we Print Talk Live, which is more of a hangout where we're just, very nonchalant. We don't cover any news.
I
We just
was
kind of,
expecting today.
yeah. That's why I was like, Tori, today's the TH3D Nation. He's like,
What?
I was like, is the show notes page done? We had to get that all
So
set
the
up.
reason why we're a little bit late today.
I should have had you put the new thumbnail. I should have you put the new thumbnail on there. I'll update it.
I was about to say,
So-
part of the reason why I thought it was the other one is because Tim shared new thumbnails.
Yeah, every year I like to refresh the look. I keep elements of the previous like design so it doesn't look too foreign. But I try to make them a little more modern, if that makes sense. So but I made one for TH3D Nation and I made one for Print Talk Live. I'm gonna upload those, both of them. So Tor, I don't know if you know this. If you just type like when you're adding media, I'll actually show this here.
I just search for Nation and it will pull up the old one.
Yeah, so I uploaded the two new ones here. So here's Print Talk. So if you do like Print Talk, it should show up here. And then if you do TH3D Nation,
I just type in Nation.
I spelled it right. There we go. Yeah, Nation. So you can see we've had different versions of this. So I can hit that, and now I'm going to hit update. And now the post will have the new 2025 thumbnail. So
Speaking of random rants and company updates,
yeah,
we do have a few new products.
we do have a few new products. I might as well plug them because this show is sponsored by viewers like you. Seriously, we do this because we make sales from our shops. If you guys want to support us, you can go ahead and do that. I did update our main page here with more news posts, so it's actually slightly shorter because there was an excerpt here, but the latest updates here will show up here. There's 4 of them, and then I have this page here where it shows all the latest stuff.
Okay,
Let
Tyler.
me see here. There we go. So yeah, so like new stuff we got in. This I gotta hide because this was a used board that we sold, so that can be pulled. But anyways, we got the K1 series toolhead boards. So the ones for the K1 Max, K1C, K1, they all take the same toolhead boards. We have original Creality ones. We have awesome glues that we added, the B7000 and T7000 from Suxon. This is a glue one of my buddies gave me, and I love it. So we are now selling it. I have Suxon. And that's a Chinese brand. The bottle is hilarious if you leave the Chinglish on it, but it is really good glue. It is really good glue. So that's why we're selling it. Also, we've got, for more practical stuff, we now have the MKS 32 gig eMMC modules and the reader/programmer. We also have ST-Link compatible programmers here for flashing ARM chips. Some of the tool headboards and stuff. Yeah, there you go. Tor's got it. And then we also have thermal adhesive for heat sinks and gluing things down that need to be stuck thermally. And then some fun stuff. We have turbo fans, which the same friend of mine who introduced me to Suxon, he came by with one of them. And so now we have the turbo fans. Emerson, do you
I've
have your
actually been
turbo
using
fan?
this so much.
Hey, Tor, do you want to show them the safety feature the Max model comes with?
What?
Where
Oh! I got it. I got it.
I laughed
Just
when I-
in case.
I was so confused.
You're just in case you're cleaning shit, and then glass box, bam, out.
It is literally I didn't realize it came with it, and then in the manual it says escape tool. And I'm like,
Yeah, I got mine and I was like, what the hell is this?
but honestly, they're really good. So I have the little one down here in the basement. I have the Max in my office in the garage because I use it more, and then in the shop we have both of these. So
I literally
But,
have my pen holder.
come
on my
here.
desk.
Come here. We're gonna give
So,
Comet a blow dry. Ready?
If you
I-
have cats, it's great to get them away from things you don't want them on.
Except for
he's
that
just-
dummy.
Look at that.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, can you pet me now?
That's not pets.
Remo does not like it. Comet just doesn't care. He's like, I'm just getting pets.
I
Get a
was
pet. Woo! Look at
I
how
took
look
mine
at-
out of the
It's
box.
like a L'Oreal hair commercial.
I took mine out of the box and I turned it on,
the.
not expecting. And then remember in Telegram, because it fell on my keyboard and started spinning around. So
They freaking chooch. I was surprised. So like there's a billion different ones. I went with these because these are all metal. This is actually an all metal aluminum one piece part here. Or not one piece, but like aluminum chassis. These are like bonded together up here. But this is all metal. And I had my supplier go and get a bunch of samples from different companies that make these. And she came back with these. Tori's already making accessories for it. That's actually a nice one. I would use that.
Oh yeah.
Did you do you have it so because like I don't know if you noticed, but it is threaded on the inlet and the outlet. Like it's actually
This
threaded.
I have it set
So-
up so on this adapter that it already has.
It'll
it's just
slide
gonna
over it. Okay.
Slide inside because that has a little stopper right here.
Oh, and I did buy. We don't sell this, but I did buy this because I need to get into some tight spots on my car to find where a leak's coming from. I got this for $30, on Amazon, and it's a little self-contained endoscope with two cameras on it. So it's got one on the front, okay, and then if I press OK here, it's got one on the side too.
oh no
So you
shit.
can look at like cracks.
So and it can take video and
I need a
pictures
link
to
for
an
that.
SD card.
I kinda want that.
I didn't want one that went to my phone. This is going to sit in my garage. This is before when I'm working on the cars and stuff. And it was no,
link
it's
that,
just definitely
'cause I
not
need one.
waterproof. It's definitely not waterproof. I did have to take it apart because they forgot to peel the protective film off here, and the little pull tab was stuck under the case. But it was just a couple of little torque screws, and it does. This is really weird. It's a USB plug for the camera. And I don't know if it'll work with the computer. I am curious, but it's got the. I'll post a link to chat. I'll post a link in chat or whatever. I'll post an Amazon affiliate link so you guys want to buy it. But it's USB-C. Comes with a little 32 gig card, and then it's got a little thing to put like a loop on there. Oh, this is what I was going to show you. It's got a replaceable 18650 battery.
Oh hell yeah.
That's what I was-
I have those.
So the camera
So-
isn't waterproof? That's disappointing.
No. The camera's waterproof. This is not.
Okay. 'Cause
The
I was gonna
camera's
use it to, like,
waterproof.
fix my pipes.
Hello Sync, I was
So like
That's
this,
why
I
I
think
want
this is
one.
like 25 or 50, but it's like semi-flexible. Like, I'm curious, is this going to show up as a USB device on my computer?
Oh, totally will.
It just went doo-doo. It just
Doo-doo?
went doo-doo. Hang on.
For $30?
Hang on. LSV cam.
Mac, this is the Seabor CNC all-wheel drive Trident. Yes.
What is the HP? Oh, this shows up as an HP HD camera. What?
I guess that's just what they signed it as.
This is the camera.
I mean, for checking
Okay.
stuff, that's not bad.
No, it's actually showing up as 720p. I will say it did say it was 1080p, but you know what? For $30, I really don't care. There's LSV cam. I don't know what LSV cam is. There's only one camera showing up, so it must do something weird to toggle between the two modes that the controller does. But yeah, it showed up. The side camera showed up as HP USB cam. I was like plugging it in. I was like, what the hell? I was like, I don't have any HP thing. But oh, it's also got little um, it's also got little like attachments for the end, like little hooks and stuff that screw onto the end of this, so you can like go retrieve items. There's like I think one's a magnet and then the other one is like a hook. And I actually just realized there's a protector to protect the threads. I'm gonna throw that on there. And these are actually metal. Yeah, I'll throw. Yeah, it goes with, and I mean it's better than the Easy Probe for that, or the Easy ABL.
I prefer the Easy Plug V2.
Yeah, the V2 is almost done.
It can't be the V2. There's already a V2.
There, I'll post the link. I would post my Amazon affiliate link. We'll probably earn like 10 cents on it.
It's the V2A.
There we go.
V2A. A revision. V2A. Hang on, I found it here. It's still $29.49 right now. For the price, like I said, I had to open it up and take the protective film off of it. But other than that, I mean, it worked without it. It just bothered me because I couldn't peel the film off. Maybe not all of them will be like that. But hey, for $30 to have this in my garage, if it gets damaged, whatever, it was $30.
Probably printed a quick little cover for it.
So the reason I got it is my HHR has water coming in on the passenger side, and I think it's either from the sunroof again or somewhere else, but I don't want to pull the whole headliner down. I'm just going to snake this into there because I can get it into the gaps between the headliner once I pull it down just a little bit and check and see if those lines are actually screwed up again. But so far, for $30, I'm not going to complain. And I just stumbled upon this one. I'm just reading here. It says 1080p. I think that is only for the screen. Like I said, when I plug the camera in. No, actually, I'm seeing here top lens and cable. 1080p dual lens. I don't care. It's showing up as 720p on my computer. But
you'll be here tomorrow.
For an inspection camera for $30, I don't care. And the cool thing is, like I said, it's got the button here. So if there's something I want to save, like I need to take a picture of that, I can press this button. Little camera button here. I press this, it takes a picture. If I press and hold, it starts a video. And it goes right to the SD card. So I don't need a smartphone app. Like I'm all about smart stuff, but sometimes just something simple that's all self-contained is nice. You know what I mean? So, but yeah.
Your ABS carbon fiber is irritating.
Why?
How nice it prints.
Oh, I was like, wait, what? I was like, Tor's, you're about to have a fight with Tor.
Like I had to go through and help you with settings, get that going, and now you're
yes
again.
No. Oh, there's no way it'll show up well on this. But I mean,
you don't have enough pixels.
Shut up.
Are you set to 1080p? I made you full screen. Are you set to 1080p on your camera? Looks like you're like 720. Yeah. It also does change based on if you're full screen or not, and your bandwidth. It kind of adjusts to optimize for your network.
Yeah, it takes a second to adjust.
Yeah, it looks pretty decent.
Yeah, it's.
When did your hat change? I just noticed your hat changed. When did your hat change?
A couple minutes ago.
Okay.
So yeah, it. I know it's not going to show up on this, but
no, we can't see it.
It's super smooth,
like butter.
Yeah.
Does anybody in chat have any any input on what we could use questions?
Why am I still full screen? There we go. It's very, very nerve-wracking.
I like the bot because it'll pop up in chat like every 5-10 minutes saying. Hey,
well, we have the reminder. It should be doing the reminders.
Because we always forget the banner.
Do you have ASA carbon fiber?
Yeah, we do. I think it's out of stock on the website, but I know we have one roll on the shelf. We have more coming in. I have almost 1,000 rolls of filament coming in about 2 weeks. I want to say.
You penis! Did you order a Polymaker?
No, our stuff. I'm
Okay.
about to order Polymaker like tonight. I'm about to send that over to them. So
I had to make a lot of pages. I hope we're getting.
I'm trying to find.
I gotta add stuff to it.
Okay, so I'm in the chat bot here.
Blasto.
that's
Occasionally,
chat
we
bot.
do get questions when we're not live.
Okay, so I have timer set up here. Oh, it's disabled. Why the fuck is it disabled?
Why did you disable?
Why is the bot? I didn't disable it. So it's set an interval of 5 minutes and a minimum of 5 other chat lines. So if any of those, so if it's been 5 minutes and there's been at least 5 other chats entered, it should post it. But it was disabled. I don't, there we go. There it is.
Do we have the banner?
The banner's annoying.
Banner's gone.
It's something happened. I wonder if they did something with my account. I don't know. Because this was disabled.
That's something else.
Yeah, this was disabled, and then the banner's gone. So something changed. They were having issues a little while ago. So, oh, this is cool. I didn't notice this. Here, we're just kind of bullshitting right now. So, if I mean, I did say, this is the end of the stream. We're just gonna kind of go into whatever. It's not even 7 o'clock yet. So, but like, this is new. The shout outs and automatic recognize fellow streamers with automatic shout outs. I wonder if I could have it be like regulars or stuff. Interesting. Heist minigame. These would be kind of fun. I didn't even look through all this. This would be dangerous. Allow your viewers to interact with your media share widget. Just people sending Rick rolls after
Is
Rick
your level
rolls.
of protection very high?
Yeah. 8-ball game. Ask viewers the question. Sure. No. Okay. You can have different messages here. Just have level your bed for any question. That's kind of cool. Dual users. I'll have to mess with this. I never really looked. Oh, these are all new. That's why. I was like, I don't remember seeing these here. Because this is all new.
The stream key.
I think what's that? Yeah, it's not in this panel. But yeah, there's commands. I don't have any. This is all moderators. Oh shit! I need to get some caffeine.
I need to get food. I haven't
Yeah.
yesterday.
Loyalty. Oh, let's see. This is our loyalty. Oh, it tracks. It tracks people. Look who's at the top here, Mr. Derek.
Hell yeah.
And then Blasto. I think it's when you type, it gives you points here. So we can see who interacts with the system and chats.
Wow, my wife made it. Oh, there I am.
There's you. Oh, is she more active than you? Where was hers?
No, she was below me. All right there.
Oh yeah, quarter life.
Why am I pointing? God damn.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can see Nemo Maw. I miss Maw. I wish they didn't change all their shit. They just absolutely tanked all their stuff, and then their promotions got weird. Good product though. I should order some.
Or Gamer Subs.
Are they still around?
I think so.
I know you like Gamer Subs. Yeah, they're still here. Their Mythic Melon was so good. They have energy gummies now too. Interesting. Niacin, B6, B12, and 50 milligrams of caffeine per gummy. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. They don't have any new flavors. Oh, wait. No, these are all the same ones. Mythic Melon, Blue Buzz, Jungleberry, Green Growl, Arctic Howl. That was good. Arctic Howl was really good. Jungleberry's good. And RIP Harambe. I mean, honestly, I liked all of them, but the Arctic Howl and the Jungleberry are probably my two favorites. But I would drink any of them. A few of them are sold out. I wonder why they killed off their affiliate program. Like that was really, really interesting.
Yeah, they haven't come up with anything new.
No, they've been kind of quiet. Like their site's still up, but I haven't seen any like promotions and stuff from them.
No, not in a
It's
while.
weird. No, I haven't. Well, just hey, chat. Give me some caffeine recommendations. I'm gonna be right back. Okay, I gotta use the
Balls.
little boys' room. I'll be right back.
Full throttle. America.
Ooh. What? Oh.
I like Gamer Subs has some pretty cool flavors.
I
Coffee.
my wife works at Bigby, so I get free caffeine.
I pay a lot for caffeine.
It makes me sick anymore. I used to be able to drink like pots and pots of coffee. Now a half a cup and I'm all jittered and fucked up.
I need to get more of the canisters for my soda stream. And then start getting the mixes. Because that was good. That's a lot cheaper. Because
Have
I
you
think
put
a
any-
case of this is $25, and a case of Monster is 60 balls.
Just had some balls in my mouth. I drink Monster.
like
Tired
a
of
basic
messing
bitch?
I mean, I like Monster. I like the white Monsters. They're the peach ones. Also, the peach Red Bulls are really good too. Anything peach. I like peach flavored stuff. Got my dad's soda stream. I want to. Josh, no. Don't fucking do it. Do you see what he said?
Carbonate gravy. Jeez.
Lasto.
Oh.
Ew.
Again.
Oh.
Color tab.
I closed the wrong tab. I thought I was not selected. I hit a Control W and I closed this one out. LWPLA.
I'm gonna
Oh, the foaming PLA stuff.
attempt to 3D print an
foam it
RC
up?
plane.
You gotta
I still
foam it up.
need to.
Oh, Zoa by the Rock. Xavier, that shit is delicious. I almost bought a case of that at Costco when we were there yesterday, but my cart was getting way too full and expensive, so I passed on it. Yeah, Zoa is actually really good. Zoa's good. I like the zero sugar monsters. Those are good. You said gamer subs?
Yeah.
Does it make me better at video games? Because I suck at video games.
Yes.
I mean, you can have
Guaranteed.
Tor?
It's an actual flavor. Don't blame me.
What? Wait, no, I wasn't laughing at the flavor. I didn't hear what you said. I'm on their site. What in the hell is this ooh shit? Tor, are you trolling me?
Nope.
What is this? Waifu cups?
Oh
What?
my god.
What the fuck is this? What is
Sarah,
this?
if you're watching, I'm
What
sure
is
Logan
this?
has that shit.
What the hell is this, Tor?
Grandpa's
Are you
ashes?
trolling? Wait, is that?
No, this is
Is that
an
what it
actual
said?
company.
Oh my god, this is the first thing I saw.
OP Fox.
With the, I don't know, Tor. Do you want me to get you a waifu cup?
And some kitty milk.
Oh my god, it's so cringe. Is this popular?
Yeah. I know a lot
What
of
is-
streamers and stuff who promote it.
Oh my god.
That Pestley drink. That's the guy.
Let's see what best selling is. What's the best selling? Guacamole Gamer Fart 9000. What the actual fuck is this? Tor.
You're an affiliate.
this is-
You sell enough.
This is like fairly normal blowhole blast. Tor.
Kitty milk.
What?
The next one.
Titty. What? Why? Oh dear God. This is like some unhinged shit right here.
Have you
Anime
ever seen the
girl
mouse
thigh.
pads that are anime chicks and the titties are the wrist
Yes.
support?
I bought one. We were in Chinatown, and I bought one for Sean, who was one of my employees, and he used it as his mouse pad at the shop because I was like, "This is ridiculous." Tor, you need Jesus. The blast
Yeah,
have
you do
said.
need Jesus.
This is. I mean, I guess. Hey, if they're getting sales, or if they're making sales, but like,
Well, a lot of like the content creators and stuff I watch promote them.
what is guacamole? Is this guac? The official. Hang on. It's the official energy drink of shit posting. Okay, this all makes sense. This all makes sense. The official energy drink of shit posting. This
They
totally
were
makes
the
sense
ones
now.
who had. I'm pretty sure they were the ones who had the Biden drink. The
Oh God. Does it taste like
they
ice
had to
cream?
rename.
Some chocolate chip ice cream and sadness? What is wife? Should I get Krista one of the lids for her blender bottle? Does this fit blender bottles? This is not compatible with the metal waifu shakers. Well, then why the hell would I buy it if it's not compatible with the metal waifu shakers? Should I get Tor a waifu cup? Should I get Tor a waifu cup? Should we pick out Tor a waifu cup?
Yeah, but it's got to be a good one.
Oh my
I'm
God.
sure they have a good one.
Look up gamer soup. What?
They have gamer soup. They have their own instant noodles.
Oh, what?
3 experiments. I already never leave the house.
That's actually not
Well,
bad.
no, it's
Less
not
than
horrible,
$7
but
for 4 cups.
oh my God. Jeff said yes, you should buy your waifu cup, but you probably already have them all.
I don't have any. I've had it once. I've had this.
They got merch.
Stuff once.
I hate anime. What is I hate anime?
Just stuff without anime on it.
Okay, this cup's kind of funny. The internet historian. This is kind of funny. Oh, it's got a mood thing on it. Do you see this? Feeling frisky, thinking about her, about to shit pants, literally dying. Something thoughts about. Oh, intrusive thoughts about winning. Oh, intrusive thoughts winning.
Breathing
So
manually.
it must change colors based on the temperature.
No,
okay, this is kind of funny.
You're drinking.
Oh, it's see-through. That makes sense. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. I'm very curious though. You know what I'd love to see is like a energy mix that uses like stevia instead of like artificial sweeteners.
I think they do use
What the fuck?
grandma's ass.
What do they use for sweeteners? I'm curious.
Yeah, where's the
Stevia is a good
ingredients?
0-calorie sweetener that's not artificial. We try to actually do stevia. What is AFK? Oh, this is like for sleep support. I get it. AFK. Interesting. Well, I'm curious. I wish they had a better picture of the label. Like, what does it have in it? I can't really see. I think it says magnesium, theanine, and something else, which actually are pretty good for relaxation. Oh, magnesium, apigenin. I've heard about that. Oh, it's for melatonin. Interesting. Zero sugar, keto friendly. What? Yeah, but what is the ingredients? I'm really curious to know what they use for. No, here it's sucralose. It says on this one at least.
These are the
Sucralose,
guys who got Homeland Security coming after them for one of their flavors.
Really? For what?
Yeah, private chat because it had Biden on it.
Wait, because they used him on. Oh my God! It was a Biden lean one. Oh God, that's funny. The Department of Homeland Security has sent GamerSubs a cease and desist in regards to their products featuring President Joe Biden on the packaging. Oh my God. GamerSubs is well known for their waifu cup products, as well as supporting VTubers like Shy Lily and Silvervale. I don't know who those are because I'm a fucking boomer now.
Neither do I.
The Secret
But-
Service should be.
I know what a
fucking
VTuber
shamed.
is. That's like one of those ones where they use like the face tracking and it's like an anime character or some other
Yeah, like
character
they're
that's
big
not you.
models or whatever.
Yeah, like face rig or whatever. Click the button, the zoom button, boomer. I didn't see it zoom button. Maybe I am being a boomer. It's not. No, it's not me. It's the kids that are out of touch. Hey, whatever. Good for them. I mean, does their stuff actually taste good? Like, or is it kind of eh? Or
Some of their stuff is pretty good that I've heard. I've only had like 2 flavors with them, but they
let me
had
guess.
different names. It was a while back. They weren't this wild.
This,
That's
I
what
mean,
I
hey, if being edgy anime waifu shit sells, then more power to them. I'm not going to judge
Exactly.
them
They-
for
they found their
finding a
market.
niche. Yeah, I was going to say they found a niche. God, can you imagine how their customers are? Can you imagine the support tickets?
This doesn't taste like titty milk.
I've been ripped off. Oh my god. Yeah, there's just they literally have weeb stuff on here. You search weeb and you get a ton of hits on products. They're embracing it. They're embracing the weeb shit.
Well, you know the moist hoodie that I have?
Mm-hmm.
That's from one of the streamers I used to watch a lot, and he has his own flavor now.
What streamer is that?
Pestily.
Never heard of him.
He's an Australian guy.
Or I can get you a waifu sweater. I'm just gonna order the most unhinged shit and send it to Tor.
It's like open up my mailbox. What the fuck is this?
I mean, the last thing I sent you was chocolates, and before that, it was a giant enter button.
I have that over here. I have that right here.
All right, so I think what I'm going to do for optimizing the streams, we're gonna do the we're gonna be doing a update on our bot. So was Tor named after the Onion Network?
I was before the Onion Network.
What does that? Yeah, what is the origin of your name? You said it's Swedish, right?
It's Thor,
What's that?
named after the god of thunder. Norse
Oh
god
my
of
god.
thunder.
Wait, you said Tor?
Yeah, the original spelling is Tor.
Oh, was TOR.
Yeah.
Oh, not Thor like everybody. How many times have people called you Thor
All the time.
in tickets in live chat? Thanks,
Weekly.
Thor. Thanks, Thor.
Literally says it right above where they're typing and puts an H in.
Tor, I'll be in Tokyo in March. I'll bring you something back, Jeff says.
Okay.
Ooh.
I didn't want to get a nice body
Ooh.
pillow, Jeff. I'll pay you for it. Get Tor a nice big anime body pillow.
I actually have
You
a
can
big,
vacuum pack it.
not a anime or anything like that, but I have a very long pillow because it's good to sleep on.
Oh, here we go. Tor is a masculine name of the Old Norse origin that means thunder. It comes from the name of the Norse god of thunder, Thor. You should make yourself like a little avatar that's got like a storm cloud. That'd be kind of badass. Can do so. My name's just Tim. It's fucking boring. Like,
Well, I
Name's
thought about streaming, and because
Emerson.
my thing online is Hey It's Tor, it's the Hit Squad, HIT,
that's kind of funny.
right?
Yeah, I used to. I'm always House of Bugs. I don't know why my parents chose the name Tim.
Ooh.
I almost was David Jr., but my mom thankfully did not want me to live with that burden. And I appreciate her. So my middle name is David. So
My
that was a
name-
Here's
compromise.
Tanner. Tanner.
My
Tor.
name can mean son of Emery or brave or powerful.
I think it's the first one.
Yeah.
Yes, because I'm not brave or powerful.
Oh, I remember. I'm pretty sure Tim came from one of the saints. I think that's where my mom got the name.
Yeah. My sister's name
I'm
is
pretty
after
sure.
a penny. I'm named after a god.
Is her name Penny?
Tanner.
Tanner.
It's an old.
Oh, is that like a slang term, or was that like a unit of cents in some country at some point?
It's old.
So your
British.
parents did teen names. Were your mom and dad, did they have teen names too, or did they just do it with their kids with the teen names?
Just us.
Because I know my
It's an old,
uncle.
sixpence. It's a British sixpence.
So my uncle is Dan. He married Teresa, and then they have Dana, Danny, and Diane. So they did all D names. I don't know if that was intentional. It had to be intentional. There's no way that was not intentional. There's no way. So, but Doug is actually named after Douglas, the train engine from Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends. Because my parents couldn't think of a name, and we're like, Douglas the train. Because I loved fucking Thomas the Tank Engine when I was younger. So yeah, Donald and Douglas. They were the pair. Donald and Douglas.
My cousin had a pretty bitchin' wood train table. Love
Yeah.
that.
The Brios were cool. We have Josh actually gave me his old Brio trains for Olivia, and I hope she likes them. So yeah. All right, well, I'm gonna mess with the bot to see if we can get more stuff going on in the chat. I also wasn't even thinking it'd probably be good for the channel too if we have stuff that chat can do to like engage more, because that would also probably help our metrics and shit.
Yeah.
So
I need to find.
Jeff says whatever he gets has to get through customs. So Tor, he cannot smuggle you a Japanese girlfriend.
Yeah. The one thing I really wanted. Dang.
You're gonna have to settle for a body pillow. All right. Does anybody have any questions? Any things to add? Chat, Tor,
Recommendations for food?
Emerson. Emerson,
No.
what have you broken this week?
My back.
That's nothing new.
Yeah.
Talking about new things that are broken. Your back is pretty old.
No, I haven't worked on shit. Been a
Just
busy week.
working. Just working. You haven't had fun to play or time to play.
Oh, I've been flight simming
Oh.
every day.
Oh, is that why you haven't been hanging out with us?
Yes. I got
see how it is.
2024 right now, and I'm tearing up career mode.
I have like literally right here. I have the whole
I've always
Logitech.
wanted
You can see I haven't used it in a bit. You see the dust? See the dust?
Yeah, I have the rudder
It's been-
pedals.
So do I. They're
I have
down here. I
the-
just didn't want to pull them all out.
I have the throttle, the separate throttle setup.
Yeah, the little thing. I
Yep.
bought like a pack. It came with all of them.
Yeah.
Jason said 2024 is ass. Is it true? I have an X, which was what, the 2020 version?
So 2024's launch was absolutely fucked up and abysmal. Had a ton of bugs. It still has some strange random bugs here and there. It's a lot better than launch, which is why I haven't paid for it yet. I pay for Xbox Game Pass.
Oh, you just did the yeah, and then you get to like sample games basically.
Yep.
I have heard because that works on PC, doesn't it?
Yeah. So because I wasn't going to pay the astronomical price for it if it's a fucking disaster right now. And the marketplace was supposed to launch with the game. It didn't. Then it was supposed to open in December. It didn't.
And then it didn't.
And then it was supposed to open this month. Probably
And it
won't.
didn't.
Yeah. So.
The
But it's a fun
I
game.
I find it funny that Tyler. I find it funny. Tyler said he used to have a nice flight sim setup because he's in the Air Force. They let anybody fly.
I kind of hate games like that just because it's every other plane is a freaking microtransaction.
Is it? Do you have to buy?
It comes
I know
with
a lot of car games.
the base comes with a shitload, and then there's 2 or 3 other tiers that come with a whole bunch more planes.
What is it? What is it? Star Citizen?
$200 for the Aviator edition. That gets you
How much?
125 extra planes and 160 airports.
How much?
$199.99.
for a game.
Yeah, but if you look at the
Bro.
planes that it comes with, like the
Bro,
reason why
that's a
I would
lot.
be fine with the standard edition
I got one chip for that.
is because I don't give a fuck about jets. I like flying
That's
prop planes. So,
that's a lot. That's a lot.
well, that's the top tier edition though.
That's crazy. You're not getting a tangible item for it though. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like I remember when you paid $30 for a game and you got the whole game and you owned it. You had a
You don't own
disc.
games anymore. You own
You
the
had a
license.
disc and you had a code for it.
In
And it was
California,
yours. It was
in
your
California,
game.
they changed Steam, so it's only a license for it. You don't own the actual product, so they can change it and take it away at any time.
Yeah, my
That's
whole thing with that is
countrywide.
if you can't own it, then pirating isn't stealing.
That's what a lot of people were saying about it.
I'm
after they
just
made that
saying,
change.
like, if you can't own it, then you can't steal it if you can never own it. Yeah, I'm over all the like licensing shit. I want to own the software that I buy. I just call me old fashioned. Like, yeah.
Well, it ain't gonna
How
happen.
many of you guys are tired of all this like subscription shit and microtransaction shit? Like, I'm so over it. Like it's so like it's
That's
and it's just
why
like they release a base game that's still like $50 to $60 for like these AAA titles, and then they'll come out with like an expansion that should have just been in the main game to begin with, but then they'll charge you another $15-20 for the expansion. And it's like,
And they come out broken and needing like updates every couple weeks to just run normally.
that's why like
it's crazy.
I won't even bother with a game where it's like the focus is microtransactions. I just fucking won't.
Jeff,
Have
did
you
see
seen? I
there's
was
an
watching a
Atari
video.
handheld?
Which is getting harder and harder to find games that
What'd
are
you say,
like that
Tor?
because that's it.
There's an Atari handheld coming out.
Is there?
Ooh.
It's like a
Wait,
Nintendo
comment.
Switch kind of thing.
I'm scritching his side. Look at him. Look at him. He's just
Yeah,
like,
they showed
oh,
it off at CES.
does it feel good? He looks. Look at him.
Yeah.
He's like,
yeah,
oh
right
yeah,
there.
that's the spot.
Oh, if I still had my balls.
So
Oh.
I guess it's going to be pretty much an emulator, but it has
Josh loves you.
joysticks, the ABXY, and it has a numpad. And whatever game you're playing, it's actually going to brighten up the LEDs on whatever controls that game actually uses.
That's kind of cool.
All right,
Like,
here.
we've been playing. I mean, we've been playing a lot of like indie games lately. And
I've been playing
Doug hates early access games, but
I do.
I don't
too.
really. I mean, I don't really. As long as the majority of it's working, I don't care. But we've been playing. We've been playing Lethal Company still, but we also did. We have Kletka and oh my god, what's the one I just got? Oh, Lockdown Protocol, Zort, which is like it's a $4 game. It is crazy, unhinged, fever dream type shit. It's I can't even explain it. It is just so weird. You just got to play it. We saw a guy. There's this guy called Insym that we watch. INSYM on YouTube. He plays all sorts of different games, and he was playing it, and like for $4, like it is just such a weird game. Such a weird game. Oh, I totally forgot about that. I got to pick that up again. It's on my computer. I like played it hard for like 3 days. What the hell is that? Go back. What the hell was that?
It's a Porygon and a Persian.
It looks like Nyan Cat.
Yep. I've been playing this for
a couple weeks now, right?
What's my save at? I have 34 hours in it because I play it every night before I go to bed.
See, if I had something like that, if I had a, is that the Steam Deck?
Yeah, Pokemon Infinite Fusion is what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, it's some weird, it's crazy. You can like fuse Pokemon together. It's actually kind of fun. I played it for a little bit. I forgot about it because we were busy with the holidays and all the other stuff.
If you like
But-
the old, like red, blue, crystal, yellow, all those early Pokemon games, it's a really fun game to pick up.
Yeah, so this is, I'm just going to share this. Maybe will it let me share? I'm probably going to have to go to my browser. Hang on. But this is one of the games we were playing here. Oh, the developer is actually streaming live on Steam right now. Let's see here. So we just picked this up. It's just such a weird game. Yeah, it's an action adventure horror game that can play up to 4 people, explore maps with your friend while escaping from various creatures. And there's also proximity voice chat, which makes these like weird games, horror games, much more
Everybody's not in
much more
Discord.
interesting. There, so
Bring it down a little bit. There we go. Oh,
it's so weird. I should really find a gameplay video because I think it's probably just gonna like have shots and stuff. I haven't watched the trailer. Yeah, there's like just mini games you can play while you're playing the actual game.
To the strange black creatures, this song is a gift from me and my new friend.
But it's a multiplayer game. It's just fun. It's $4. But there's like puzzles and stuff. Yeah, you can get sent to the back rooms. It's just a fun, crazy, unhinged game. I can't even explain it other than you just gotta play it. There's like stuff trying to kill you while you're trying to get through. But yeah, it's $4. Definitely worth giving it a shot for $4.
check out the link in private. The Atari
this
handheld is going to be $150.
That's not bad. Interesting.
It has HDMI out, USB-C. And like,
Okay.
yeah, if you look, you can see the ringer mount.
HMDI. Yeah, I see it like lights up.
With whatever
Interesting. Yeah. Okay. So is it 2600 games or is it going to be like
it has multiple systems on it.
Oh, okay.
Like
Oh
all
yeah,
the-
26. Okay. Interesting. That kind of intrigues me. I wonder, you want to bet people are probably going to modify it and hack
Oh,
it to do other
100%.
shit. For that price, for something like that, I think it definitely has some modding potential. All right, I'm actually going to wrap this up because now it's 7:30. It was fun hanging out with you guys.
Yeah.
It has officially stopped snowing here.
Ooh,
I'll probably have to snow blow again tomorrow. Oh,
I-
it was so cold.
I get to play with the tractor tomorrow and plow. Yay!
Yeah, I wish I had room for a tractor to plow.
Oh, it's still
I do
snowing
not-
here.
I don't have room to store something like that. But oh yeah, hey, guess what? I'm glad I checked Telegram for end of the stream. Tomorrow is Emerson's birthday. He's gonna be
Happy birthday.
56.
39,
Oh,
douche.
Oh, sorry. I thought the crotchetiness meant you were in your 50s.
I wish. That would be that much closer to Social Security.
Chronologically, he's 39. Emotionally,
Oh, emotionally, I'm 12 at best. Physically, about 72.
Yeah. Have you had a hip replacement yet?
No, had surgery on both my knees. Shoulder's been put back together, and I'll be on back surgery 2 sometime this year.
Yeah.
3 kidney surgeries. I'll need
She-
another one of those soon.
You are just a hot mess.
I am fucking disaster.
Jesus. I'm sure I'll get there at some point. I'm only 35. I'll be 36 on Wednesday. So
Oh my.
Well, I've also been doing like hard
birthdays are
physical
only
labor.
4 days apart, or you're January 11th.
Whose birthday?
Yours.
Him.
You're January 11th.
Yeah.
I'm 15th.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, happy birthday to us.
Yeah, I know,
yeah.
right?
January babies.
Yeah.
December babies are better.
Should I do a birthday sale so people can give me money for my birthday?
Damn
Yes.
right, you should.
Hey.
Oh, Mac, I wish he
Ah.
bolted me together. It's fucking duct tape and bubble gum.
Let's see. I'm gonna see if anybody put any questions in chat before we go. You should watch. There's like 10. Oh, there's one. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, Corey's asking how the Cobra 3 has been so far. It's been fine. My gripe is like however they have the slicer settings for when it does the moves, specifically after it like changes the color, it has a tendency to knock the print off the bed. That's happened a couple times. So I think we're gonna have to use a brim on there. Have to put a brim on there to keep it stuck down. But other than that, it's been good. We did some other prints on it. They came out great. I did the pre-sliced little like fidget toy thing with the 4 rings that are like printed inside each other. That came out really good. Olivia loves it. She like plays it. I was like, oh, this looks like it's safe enough for her because like it's pretty solid and she can't get the things apart. So
Too big to swallow.
yeah, no, there's nothing that can break off for her to, try to kill herself with. So, because she's starting to enter that stage where she's, it's going to be preventing her from killing herself on everything in the house. So, because she kind of rolls around. She hasn't really figured out how to crawl, but she kind of like barrel rolls around. It's kind of funny. Like I was like, this is like so much more work than just crawling. She literally will like roll around and she'll roll around kind of in a circle to turn herself around. I'm like, what are you doing?
Evie used to scoot, so she'd sit kind of Indian style, but with her feet flat up against, and then she'd push down on her knees, and she'd scoot like that. Yeah, it was the wildest shit.
Apparently, my mom said I never really crawled. I just went to like pulling myself up on things and then jumping around on the furniture. So, but yeah. So, all right. Well, I am going to wrap this up for real this time. What is everybody having for dinner?
I'm thinking Burger King tonight because I still have plenty of work to do on this thing.
Yeah, we have some leftover White Castle.
I'm waiting for Loctite to get here.
My leftover
Tisk.
Italian. My ex-wife paid for.
So it tastes even better.
Yes. It's a $50 plate of veal. But the veal cut was like huge. It's like the size of a basketball.
I have
Nice.
stuff for tacos.
Just having
but I
sleep.
wanna cook.
I gotta go check on Archer. He's if I'm a little like off, I'm a little worried about him. He's 13. He's not doing well. So
Go
I gotta
cuddle
check on him. Yeah, I gotta like force him to cuddle. I mean, he doesn't try to get away, but he like doesn't come anymore. So I'm also waiting on the vet to get back because they're between pancreas issues and kidney issues, and I'm just like, well, can you guys let me know what we need to do going forward? Because I'd like him to, if it's that time where we got to make that decision, it is what it is. It sucks, but like,
Not draw
also
out.
don't want to. I mean, like honestly, if it is time for him to go, I'd rather he just goes peacefully here at home instead of at the vet's office. It's always the best. But yeah, I've had him for 12 years, almost 13 years, because I got him back in September of 2012, him and Cyril. And you guys don't see the cats on the stream because we don't allow them in the basement here because Archer likes to pee down here for some reason. So he's not allowed down here, and neither is Cyril because he messes with stuff. None of my desks where I have the computers the cats have access to. But like, yeah, it's like I know he's old, but it still sucks, and it still sucks having to make that call. But and then like we got the blood work done, and we're going through all of it, and like everything's kind of looking like kidney stuff. And then the doctor's like, I don't know, it might be, we're thinking it might be because there was one or two levels that weren't elevated when they typically see kidney things, but there were also levels that are elevated when it's kidney things. So they're thinking they're running more tests for the pancreas. And like also the thing is they wanted me to do all this stuff, and they want like why is vet stuff so expensive? Like they wanted to do imaging and it was over $400. I was like, well, can you guys get the information you need from the blood test to figure out if his pancreas is working correctly or not? And they're like, yeah. I was like, okay, so why would I, like, I'm not going to sound mean, but I'm not spending thousands of dollars on a cat that's 13 years old. Like, one, I need to save money right now. And two, he's 13 years old. Like, it's at that point where depending on how far he is, he might not be able to recover regardless of how much money we spend. Like, he's 13 years old and things are failing,
Yeah.
like I gotta be practical about this and make the best decision. The other thing too is that if it is his pancreas, like he can be in a lot of pain. And it'd be selfish of me to keep him around and have him on tons of meds and he's not himself and he's, got pain going on. I'd rather just, let him go. So, but again, the vet's taking a while to get back to me, and I feel like this is kind of time sensitive. I'm just kind of shocked that they haven't gotten back to me yet. So I'm gonna be calling them. No, and another thing too is like they called me or I called them, and the doctor called me back, and they're like, well, they originally thinking kidney or something with a thyroid issue, which is common in older cats. I've had cats that have had that, and that's how they've gone. And it's more common when they get older. But then she's like, oh, well, she also had a note that if the test didn't conclusively point to a kidney issue, to test for pancreas stuff. And I was like, why didn't you guys just do that? It was only 54. I was already spending 300. I think it was like $350. It was $50 more to have the pancreas test done. Why couldn't you guys just do it all at once? Like, I would have just had you do it all at once. Like,
Right.
and it's at the same place. I see Sarah said they might have sent it somewhere else. No, it's the same place that does it. They actually sent it out. While they can do blood tests in-house, they're not as comprehensive as the ones they can do to send out, but it takes 24 hours. But he's just like hiding. He's not eating or drinking. And like, obviously if he doesn't eat or drink, then he's going to starve. And, like I know he's not feeling good because he's not coming when I call him. He doesn't want any lunch meat or meat. He loves lunch meat and like chicken and beef. Like he's usually all over that. He doesn't want any of that. I even gave him his own plate of tuna. Didn't want tuna. Like, so, I just want to find out what's going on and know what we have to do. So, I also don't want to be a situation where, it's going to be like 3 a.m. on a Saturday and I'm going to have to go to the emergency room to have him put down. If that's the way it's heading, I want to know that sooner than later so I can prepare both mentally and, scheduling wise. So, but yeah, I love having pets, but it always sucks when they get old.
Yeah.
Yeah. Luckily the dog was youngish. Remo was only 4. Comet's 2. Yeah, I know. They probably need to go OUT too. Oh my God. Jesus. You just clobbered me.
He just wants some cuddles and love.
Did we lose Tim's audio?
Oh, sorry. Remo
There you
hit
go.
the mute button on my microphone. Remo hit the mute button on my microphone.
He's like, it's our time now.
But yeah, no, I said sorry to bum you guys out. It's just on my mind, and usually people are like asking, and I don't mind sharing. So if you guys are wondering why things are off, oh, did your cat attack you? Bit your hand?
Got a good dent, yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, everybody, you guys have a good weekend, and as always, happy printing. Thanks for hanging out with us. Hope you guys enjoyed the show, and as always, happy printing. I'll see you guys later.
Have a good one, everyone.
See ya.
It did it again. Why does it not end the stream?
Don't know. Hi, guys.
Let's try this again. Why? I gotta submit them a ticket because this is annoying. Like I gotta